Hi everyone. Welcome back to the A to Z series for the Sattva Code 30 part manifestation course. And today we're going to talk about, today we're on B. B is Buddhi, right? Buddhi is our intellect. Yesterday we spoke about Ahankara, right? So there are four compartments of our mind, right? Manas, Chitta, Buddhi, Ahankara, right? Yesterday we spoke about Ahankara and the false ego, the I ams, where it comes from, all of that, right? Today we're going to talk about Buddhi. Now, Buddhi is our intellect. Okay, let me just share my screen. So, Buddhi is our intellect, and what happens is, if you look at this, okay, what happens is that all the thoughts, right, that come from our mind, right, they get put into the buddhi, all right? And buddhi is that place where discernment takes place, right? Where whether or not you act on a certain thought is what the buddhi determines, all right? Now, a lot of stuff in the buddhi is also getting um filtered through your memories and your ego, if you see, right? Now, your ego is yesterday Hankara, right? Memory is all of the things that we talk about from your childhood, your inner child, memories, and by the way, also your past life memories, right? So all of that is getting deposited and that influences your buddhi. Okay, so this is your buddhi. Look at it like this tree, right? And you see the branches. Okay, the branches are basically showing you that how it's getting influenced by different aspects, right? That um, um impact your buddhi, your intelligence, your discernment. Yeah, and then you decide whether, so many thoughts throughout your day, right, come to your mind, but do you act on every thought? No, right? And sometimes you do act, and that's when this other part comes in, right? Sometimes you act and then you regret, right? So that's because some lower thoughts are getting executed, right, by the buddhi, right? However, if you look at this diagram, you see this arrow going up, right? The way your buddhi works is that there is a portal on the top that's actually open, right? And that's your portal to cosmic intelligence. Okay. That's your Vivek opening, right? That energy, like sometimes what happens is when, especially when it comes to manifestation, right? Aren't there so many thoughts and aren't there so many techniques that we follow where we say that we do this and we do that, and this is how this thing gets manifested. However, do you see how many aspects of the thinking, of the discernment of your intellect goes into the thoughts actually becoming reality, right? And now the lower thoughts are anyways thoughts that you don't want to manifest, right? There is this portal, the cosmic intelligence that's opened up, right? That is connected to your buddhi, by the way. And when that pours into you, right? So when we do our meditation, when we do use our tools, when we do work on ourselves, when we do that inner work, right? That's when this portal becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And we become the recipient of all of this grace coming into us. So many a times, so one is right, taking action on certain thoughts that you regret later, and the other is sometimes out of the blue, right? If you've been doing your work and if you've been in alignment, you get an intuition, isn't it? And you don't really know what it is, but you just trust it, you go with it, and boom, there is success. That's your Vivek opening, right? That's where all of this grace comes in. And that's when you get much more than what you ask for, right? When you're in that alignment, you receive this grace. Yeah. So this is a part of a diagram, right? That kind of is determining or talking about different components of the mind. As we move forward, I mean, I'm going to talk about different aspects. I'm going to make it a little more wholesome and, complete the diagrams for you to, or for all of you to understand. But I'm keeping it short because I want to go one, topic every day and just cover that aspect of it. So I hope you understood, today the part of buddhi, how it works, how it determines, which thoughts to act on. And then again, you also understood the whole portal of cosmic intelligence that we are all connected to. And the more work we do, the more we are become more receptive to receiving that grace. All right, so I will be back tomorrow with Alphabet C. Till then, signing off, Anisha, from Zaria Healings.